Hey everybody, welcome to my home. My name is Becky and I'm so excited that you're here today. Well, if you can believe it, I have the house to myself. It is Saturday morning and David and Summer have gone to do a little father-daughter bonding together, and Lily has gone back to school, so I have found myself home alone. What are we gonna do today? Well, Lily's room is still in disarray. I had taken down all of the pictures and art off the walls, and there was a chair that I took out of there, so I've got to put everything back in her room and get it back in order from Christmas. And I also need to undecorate the porch. The porch is still decorated for Christmas, but it's not like the pretty decorate for Christmas. There's piles of leaves, the tree has fallen over, there's a string of lights just laying there. It is a mess. And I got to get that cleaned up. But I'm not quite ready to redecorate the porch yet, because David has actually started the process of building the bench for me that I want. So I'll show you what he's done so far. I'll take you out in the garage and let you see what the plan is looking like, and we'll decorate the porch or redecorate the porch on a different day. But today we're just gonna clean it off and get it, make a clean slate out of it for now. But I did get a haircut. I like my hair short. I like it better short, but David likes it long, so I try to kind of go in the middle for him. He keeps the beard for me and I keep my hair long for him, but this time I was like, I'm just gonna cut it. I need a little change for the new year. So short hair, new year. We're starting off with lots of changes. Let's get started. Let's get that room back in order, and then we'll talk again in a little bit. Okay, so this is Lily's room, or AKA the guest room. She does not like calling it that, but we're going to have to put it back together. It looks like she did put that one picture back on the wall, I guess. I think that was, I might have left that up during Christmas. I can't even remember. But she did wash the sheets and remade the bed, so we've just got to put the bed back together. We've got our big sunflower picture that goes behind the bed, and a couple of things on the dresser we've got to put back. We've just got, everything is blank right now. There's nothing going on. The shelf over here behind the door is where I kept all of my vintage salt and pepper shakers, so I got to put those back. And then there's the dresser. It's pretty empty. It looks like the cat has made its way back, and we've got to set those pictures back up. And then there's a chair that goes over here and some pictures that go back behind that wall. So we just need to put this room back together the way it was. All right, first thing we're gonna do is make the bed. This is the boring part, I'm sure, but we're gonna do it together, okay? We got the whole house to ourselves. We got the day to get this back together, so let's just hang out. I got this bedspread from a thrift store, and it was brand new. It was still in the packaging, so I just, had no qualms about putting it on the bed. But it kind of goes perfect with the style of this room. Now, I know I need a microphone to be able to talk to you and do this at the same time, but I'm just going to try to talk loud. Because if there's one thing in this world I can do, it's talk loud. So this should not take long, because it's just a matter of throwing this on here. Okay. And we'll put the Pillow-Sham pillows on top. Okay. So that part's done. I'm gonna go get a little quilt to put on the bottom of the bed, because I just like to do that. I feel like it adds another layer to the bed. I'm gonna go grab that. I'll be right back. In the previous video, I had this quilt on my bed, but I mean, who are we kidding? It's not gonna stay on my bed. It was just for our pretties, but here I think it'll stay on a little longer. We just have to pick it up when Lily comes home with Daisy, because the dog hair gets crazy and I don't want this quilt to get covered in dog hair. So we're just gonna spread this along the edge of the bed, just like that. And as of right now, there is dog hair on it, but if you know German Shepherds, you know that that's just what they do. They shed. They will kiss you, they will love you, and they will shed on you. Shed on you. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we've got this little pillow. This pillow was probably purchased at like Home Goods or somewhere, but I just thought it was pretty. We're going to put that in the front. Okay. And that's good enough. I've got some other pillows I guess I could try. Let me see what else I've got. I need to go find my orange pillows that Kim sent me. That's probably what would look the best. I might go get those because I think those would look good because they're orange and they would match. But these are the pillows that I have and none of them are really looking good. I've got my sunflower ones. I've got this cute little owl one. This is from when Lily was still living here. It was in her room. This is the one I got from the Goodwill that day and it's way too busy. And then this one is the right color, but I'm not really loving the words, so I could turn it this way and do that. But I think those orange pillows that Kim gave me would probably look good. Let me go grab them. You may remember back in the fall, I showed you these pillows that my friend Kim sent me. She's one of my subscribers on here, and she sent me these, and I put them on my couch in the living room, and they were perfect. So I'm gonna pull these back out and let's see what they look like on the bed because I think this orange would be nice in here. Let's see. We'll put one on each side, and then I'll bring the long pillow, like the lumbar pillow, back up front. So let's see how that looks. What do you think? I think that looks good. Okay. All right. Next thing we need to do is put our picture back up above the bed. Let me hike you up just a little bit here. So I've already got nails up there for the picture. I'm just going to kind of hang it up there. This is another piece of original art that I have in my little collection. It is signed somewhere. The signature is really hard to see. It's down here, but David made the frame for me so that it would be a little more substantial. But I got this at the thrift store. Let's see, there's a price on here somewhere. I paid $10 for this at a Goodwill. So I really love this piece, and I'm going to hang this up above the bed. Lord willing, we get it straight. Okay. That look okay? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so over here on this little side table, I don't have much there. I have one of my amber glass pieces. I think this is Viking, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't do a lot of research on art glass. You are crooked, hold on. There we go. I don't do a lot of research on art glass. I just do like the dishes. And this is, of course, art glass, but I think it's Viking. It kind of looks like a handkerchief type style, but we're going to put that over there on the side table. And then I have this little picture frame. I actually have a couple of picture frames. I picked this picture frame specifically to make Lily feel bad when she's home because she left us when she moved away to college, and Summer too, when Summer comes over to spend the night. I want them to look at this picture frame, and this is a little bit of mom guilt that I add to the room, but it says, because this is what awaits you when you come home, and it's a picture of me and David. So that's that little Easter egg mom guilt that I stick in the room, so when they roll over and they see that, they can say, I should have never left home. I should have never left my mom and dad. Does anybody else do that or just me? Just me? Okay. So I'm going to put this up first, and then I have another picture here. Hold on. This is a picture of my mom when she was 16 years old, and we're going to set that over there as well, just to have a little piece of her. So let's go over to the side table. Oh, you may not be able to hear me while I'm over there, but I'm going to put another one of those little placemats on the table like I put in my bedroom. So I have 4 or 6 of them, so I'm going to put that on there first. Okay. I keep all of my placemats and things in all of these extra drawers. So, ta-da! Easy storage, easy to just pull out. So we're going to put this little picture frame first, and then Grandma and the art glass. right there. And that should be good. Okay, now let me take you a little closer. I realized in looking back at the last bit of footage that I wasn't holding anything still long enough for you to actually look at it. But there's the piece of art, and here's the side table, and I'll go a little closer so you can see that too. Do you guys think I look like my mom? She was about 16 there, and I don't know. I think I look a lot like my dad more than my mom, but she was 40 when she had me, and my dad was like 41, 42. So I was a late surprise baby, and I was very, very spoiled. Anybody else like that? I was very spoiled. They let me get away with pretty much everything, but they were great parents. Okay, so Summer's picture will stay over there. I'll keep that there, and then we're gonna move over here, and we're gonna bring the chair back in, and I got a couple pictures to go back on this wall. So the next thing I want to do is hang these pictures. Now these pictures are double, what do you call it, on the back. So I'm going to struggle a little bit with these, so I'm not going to film myself hanging these, because it's like you have to make sure that you get the nail on both sides. So I'm going to hang these real quick, and then I'll be right back. I feel like I need one of those things to pop up that says 3 hours later, because it took me forever to get those pictures hung up, and I had to turn the ceiling fan on because I was sweating. Okay, so I'm going to push the camera down just a little bit, and we're going to add the chair. But there's my pictures. I took those pictures of Lily in a sunflower field local to us. All right, so here's the chair. This chair came from a thrift store, and it's, I guess, pleather, I guess, what you would call it. And I just keep it in this corner, and I'll throw a pillow up there. Let me go grab a pillow. For now, we'll use the owl one, so that will suffice for now. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this side, and we're going to go to the dresser. Let me readjust my camera. So I'm going to wipe this off real quick, because I know she vacuumed the floors before she left, but I'm not entirely positive that she wiped off all the countertops. So I'm just going to real quickly do that just to make sure we got all the dog hair up, because, you know, Daisy is a good dog. She's a sweet, yep, there's dog hair. She's a sweet girl, but she leaves, yep, she leaves her legacy wherever she goes. She is a hairy dog. All right, let me take this down so I don't break it. Probably be the better bet. So what are you doing for New Year's resolutions? Are you going to the gym? Are you spending more time with your family? What are your New Year's resolutions? I made a few. The first resolution that I made was that I am going to start buying one Christmas present with every pay period starting from January. Because let me tell you guys, I got stressed out at Christmas. I was not putting my best face forward, and I was not in my best attitude, because I felt like I waited to the last minute, and then Christmas was here, and I was not prepared, and I was stressed out, and I was not enjoying it at all. I was not having a good time. That is why, you guys, I love Halloween so much, because I don't have to worry about all that stuff for Halloween. We still do the same types of things in our family. We still get together. We still have dinners. We have parties. We have, congregation with each other, but there's no presents involved. And that is not what Christmas is about. And I love going to church for Christmas, and I love, the Christmas plays and seeing the babies in the shepherd's costumes. I love that. That is what Christmas is about, and being with your family and being appreciative for the sacrifices that our Lord gave up, you know, the sacrifices he made for us, not about going out and buying an iPad. So it was stressful. So this year, that resolution will be to start early buying Christmas presents so that I don't have to stress out next year. And I have bought one. I have kept my resolution so far. The other resolution is I'm going to start going to the gym. And this is the first week. And I went 5 days this week, so I've done good. We'll see how long that lasts. We're going to put this scarf on the dresser next, just because we want to break up that wood a little bit. And then I want to pray more and be in my Bible more and study more. And I don't do that enough. I don't. And that is a huge problem for me, because I have such a short attention span. To sit down and study is hard for me. So I'm having to pray on that. All right, the next thing we're going to add is, this is Summer and Michael's wedding picture. I'm going to add that with this big easel over here. Okay. And then we're going to put Miss Kitty back over here, our vintage house cat, right here. And then we are going to put back this little celery dish that I use as a remote control holder. So that goes right there. Let me plug this back in. I like to keep a plug-in in here for her, because it makes, like, if you're in the middle of a holiday, it just kind of makes it more festive when you've got that smell going. Okay, there's our dresser. That's all done. The next thing we want to do is our little salt and pepper shelf over here. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit, and then I need to grab all my sets of salt and pepper shakers, and I'll be right back. I have collected quite a few new salt and pepper shakers over this past year. This is a new collection for me that I just started, and I have enjoyed looking for them and finding them and adding them to this little shelf. I think I'm going to have to get a new shelf, because this one is not cutting it anymore. It's busting at the seams with salt and pepper shakers. The only problem is that occasionally when Salem comes over, not realizing, she slams that door open and knocks one over. But luckily the carpet is pretty plush, so it doesn't really break them. But still, I need to come up with a better place to put them, because we as adults, we know not to slam the door open, but she doesn't know any better. And sometimes it gets, let's see, I'll show you how far the door comes. It does like that. So I've got to come up with a better solution, but for now, this is where they go, and I'm going to put them all back. So I think some of us, not all of us, but I think some of us are collectors by nature. I know I am. Summer is. Summer is a collector in just, it just came to her as a little girl. She's always been a collector. I remember when she was little, she had a box. It was a shoe box, and we labeled it Summer's Box of Treasures. And she would go to the store, like Belk's or, you know, like the department store. And she would go in the middle of the clothing racks, and all the little sparkly sequins that had fallen off of the clothes, she would gather them up and she would bring them home. She also, the other sweet thing she would do is she would go, we had a store, I told you about the store. Well, what we put on the driveway was like gravel, marl, I don't know. It had these tiny, tiny little shells. And she would go out there and she would pick up, and when I tell you tiny, I mean little baby fingernail size shells. And she would scoot through the dirt and she would find those shells, and those were her treasures. So she's always been a treasure collector, even as a little girl. And I think she inherited it from me, because as you all can tell, I am a treasure collector. I love collections, and I just love it. So that, she also likes miniatures too, and so do I. So I think that's where the salt and pepper shakers are kind of endearing to me. So that's what we're doing, is putting up all of our salt and pepper shakers that I've collected over this past year. This is a new collection for me, but it's been fun and I've enjoyed it. and I'm having fun finding the pieces, and like a few pieces have been given to me, and I love that, and I've just had fun with it. I've enjoyed it. So, all right, let's see. I have some little squirrels that hang off of that tree. Let me find them. Okay. There's that. I don't know exactly how they're going up. We're just going to kind of fly by the seat of our pants here and see what looks good. These are my most favorite set. These are the Holt Howard roosters. I love these. They're one of my favorites up here. I was excited to find those in the antique store one day. I saw them from 3 aisles over and went running to them. So, okay, let's see. We're just putting things where we have room for them and no rhyme or reason. But I seem to be drawn to the animals. And I don't know why, but they seem to catch my attention more. This is my second favorite. And I did this wrong the first time I showed them to you. I did it like that. And someone said, no, you got to turn the mouse around. So he actually is sitting on top of the cheese like he's, whoops, it won't break. He's like this on top of the cheese. Okay, so that's my second favorite right there. Okay, we may have to move them around a little bit as we go, but at least we'll get them up here. These, the color's coming off a little bit, but I don't really care. The cold color, what did they call it? Cold something? I don't know. But anyway, I like those. I got those when we were in Tennessee, little horses. And then we've got some more little owls. Okay. I have more owls actually, but they're on my owl shelf because I collected those a long time ago. I've been collecting owls for a long time. Okay. No, that doesn't look good there. Let's see. Let's put Pepe Le Pew here. Oh, where's my, oh, here he is. He goes inside the kangaroo, baby kangaroo. Okay, so we've got 2 more sets to put up. We've got the skunks, and I've got the deer. So let's see. I want to change this around a little bit. Let's do this. Put these up here. And we'll put the deer down here. Oh, wait, that's not going to work. We'll put the deer up there. Okay. This is taking too long. I didn't expect it to take this long to show you this. Okay, sorry. I'm almost done. Okay. All right, there's your salt and pepper shaker collection. There's a couple things up here that are not salt and peppers. These are not salt and peppers, but this was a gift from, another gift from Kim that I wanted to add. And this little mushroom here is also a gift from a subscriber. And I don't know if I told you this or not when I showed it to you, but her mother made this. And it's got her mother's initials on the bottom, KK. So I thought that was so sweet that she shared something that her mother made. And then these right here are a gift from a subscriber as well. I got those at Christmas and I shared them with you too. So those are gifts, and then the rest are some that I picked up in David and my travels. So let me show you a close-up. So here's a quick close-up. I won't spend a lot of time since we've spent so much putting it up here, but that is my collection, and I do need a bigger shelf for sure. But isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, now let me move this around without making you drunk. We've got a couple more things to do. We've got pictures to hang here and something to hang over here. I've got some little curl pieces to hang there, and then I won't film it because it's going to take too long, but I've got some pieces I've got to put away in my closet because they were being used during Christmas or packed away during Christmas, and I got to put them back. So we're going to clean this up, and we'll be done with the bedroom. I switched them around a little bit. I don't know if that looks better or worse. I can't remember how I had it to begin with, but that's that. Okay, so we're all done in here. Here's a little panoramic view of the whole room. Here's I'm grabbing my tripod so you can't see that. Here's my salt and pepper shakers. There's the dresser. Pretend the hammer's not sitting there. We've got our pillow on our chair. And our bed is made and put together. So, New Year plan is, this is where I had that machine. It's called a Gazelle machine. It's an exercise machine. And I refused to take it down because I swore I was going to use it. Well, I took it down because it looked bad in here for Christmas. But I'm going to get, some type of little table to put there. So that's something I've got to look for. And actually, I'll show you what I want to do. Hold on. So the next thing I'm going to do is just hang up some more photographs of, this is of Salem when she was a little girl. I took this picture in my backyard. Isn't she cute? I love it. So we're going to hang this up. Oh, great. This is another one of those things like that. Maybe you're not going to watch me hang this. Let's see how well it goes. Hold on. Let's see. There's only one on this one, so it might not be too bad. Okay, let's try the second one, see how that goes. I may have them backwards. Let's see. I had put a different nail up here for Christmas for the Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So it may be that this one isn't in the right position. Let's see. Yeah, that's not the right position. Let's see. Let's push this one out. Take that one down. Hold on. I know you guys are so patient with me sometimes. I'm so sorry. I apologize. One day I'll have my life together and I'll have these videos professional looking and you'll be so proud and you can say, I was there when she was terrible, but I stuck by her and I still watched her videos. There you go. All right, so those are hung, and now let's go over here to this side. I do have a tiny little bit of art that I put over there. I'll show it to you real quick before I take it over there. They're falling apart and they're old, but they're magnificent. I don't know if I've ever shared these with you, but it's crewel work. There's the back. I got these at an antique store. You just kind of stick them in this little frame here. And ta-da. And there's 3 of them. There's this one. And then there's this little hairy beast right here. So I hang these right over there on that little space, I guess would be the best way to describe it. I'm going to put one here. Hopefully you can see pretty well. One here, and we're going to put this one here. And they don't really have hangers on the back, so you just kind of have to balance them out. All right, that's it. So this little table over here is what I'd like to put in there. That's what I had in there at Christmas. I want David to build me a record player table to go here in the living room, and I'll insert a picture of what I want it to look like so you'll know what I'm got in my head. But I want to put this little white table in the bedroom and then have him build me something right there. So that's the plan, but we'll see because he's got projects lined up already. So since this video has lasted a little longer than what I had originally planned, we're not going to do a whole lot on the porch. I'm just going to kind of show you what it looks like and then maybe do a fast forward of me cleaning it up because I had planned 2 things because I thought that the room would only take a second and I was trying to fill the time out, but it kind of took longer than I thought. So real quick, I want to show you in the garage because I told you I'd show you what the bench was looking like. So let me do that. And then I'm going to show you what the porch looks like. And I'm going to get all that cleaned off real quick. Okay, so let's turn the light on and we're going into the garage of doom. Please do not judge me for my mess because it is bad. So this is the, I guess this would be his pattern that he's doing. Sorry, Lily's FaceTiming me. She's called me 15 times today. Okay, so this is the pattern of the way that the bench will look from, I guess, from the side view. And then I'm going to turn you around and try my best to show you the wood that he will be using for the seat and for the back. So if you can see that, that's the plan. That's what he's going to use. All right, so let me show you the porch. All right, so we're coming around here to the front of the house, and you can see already that it is a mess. All right, let me show you. Everything has fallen down, and it is not very Christmassy, but I've just got to clean this up. You'll see all the little leaves back here. There's leaves everywhere. They just kind of bunch up back there. So I'm just going to gather all this stuff up, put it away, and let's get a clean porch. And then the bench is going to go right here. And I don't know, I kind of like that star up there. I don't know, I might keep it. But we're going to have something up there. But we're going to have a whole new space to decorate when he gets our bench built. So I'm going to put the trees back for now, and I'm going to keep the lights accessible because if David is not able to get the bench made in time for me to decorate for Valentine's Day, I have a ton of Valentine's Day decor that I can put on these trees. I've got a wreath. I've got lots of porch decor that we can decorate the porch with. But if the bench gets made, these trees are history. So I'm just going to leave them here for now until I kind of know where he stands on getting the bench built. He was going to work on it today, but when Summer called, he just went running to do something with her, and I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. So it may be another couple of weeks before the bench gets built. And I'm not really sure where my Valentine's Day videos are going to fall in, but we'll leave them here for now. They're not hurting anything. We usually go in and out of the garage anyway, so it's not going to hurt anything. I'll just let them sit here for now. Okay, so we'll leave them there. We're going to go inside, and now what we have to do is put all of this out in the shed. It's not a whole lot, it's just a little bit. Just these 4 things and these 3 things and those 2 things. I just have to put them in the shed, and then I can, oh, and the wreath. I took that down before I started filming. And then I can fix myself some lunch and relax and edit this video and get it ready for you guys. All right, guys, this video has lasted a lot longer than what I had originally anticipated, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna get off here and fix myself some lunch. I really appreciate you spending some time with me today. It just means the world to me, and you all just continue to blow me away with your kindness and your support for this channel and for me. I really can't get over it. I really can't. You're amazing, and it means so much. So I hope this year is going to be full of exciting adventures and thrifting and vintage finds and crafting and whatever else we can come up with. I might even try to move in the kitchen and do a little cooking for you, but we'll see about that. But who knows what we'll do around here. We're just having fun. We're flying by the seat of our pants, and we're having a good time, and that's all that matters. But until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.